So clearly they're making some money at it.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens because they've already announced that they're not supporting the game. Like they've already announced that they're shifting 100% all in, focusing on Mass Effect 5. So yeah, they're definitely going to be around. I think that's what they're looking at as their next project. I do wonder if we see bigger differences in Mass Effect 5 due to this shift, because they were very blatant in terms of their marketing and the things that they were talking about. That was like, I question is like, are they trying to go with the divisive marketing? Are they trying like to really lean in and you know, I guess as Jason Schreier said, own the chuds, so to speak. But yeah, like it's interesting. What do you guys think about the gamer gators that are actually playing the game? Like, how do you feel about that? Because I feel weird. Like I'm like,
that's a good question. That's a good question. Is because I think I seen a clip where Vera Dark was on the side scrollers because was talking about the same question that you're asking, because Mighty Keith was saying that these same culture war warriors or anti-woke people, you know, you're ragging on the game, but yet you guys are playing the game. You know, doesn't that, you know, you're contributing to, you know, the success or the money and everything like that. So like, what do you guys are doing? So Very Dark was pretty much saying that, you know, there's a lot of game journalists out there. Do they actually play the games that they're considered called, you know, reviewing and stuff like that? And she was pretty much saying that she don't want to, you know, just criticize something that don't play it. She would rather play it to have more knowledge on it, to be able to give her a full actual thoughts of how she feel about it. And I don't know, I'm kind of lukewarm on that. I don't know, you know, how to, you know, I want to go about that. But for me personally, which is the reason why when I create my content, I always tell people, play the game that you want to play. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you to play something, you know, not to play something, then I turn around and play that same exact game or whatever that I told you guys not to play or, you know, invest in and stuff like that. Do what the hell you want to do. So it kind of like create this weird situation here where you have a group of people within this movement that turns around and makes a bunch of this content and then turn around and just play away at the game and make money off of it by streaming it. People sending them money, asking them questions about the game and stuff like that. So yeah, I can see like the hypocrisy in that as well. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like Mass Effect 5 is concerned, and it's a good thing you mentioned, you talked about this. We don't know how culture and everything is going to be by the time that game comes out and how they develop games. And I was also explaining to my audience that culture shift faster than games are being developed.
Yeah. And so that's kind of a group of people that like, I get it, right? Kind of the rubbernecking when you're on the road and you're like looking at the car that wrecked, like,
right.
Don't Google fire trucks. Wait until you're driving down the road at 60 miles an hour and then look at a fire truck while operating your vehicle. This is a good plan. But the people who like they're not doing it to put out some sort of comprehensive review. They're not doing it out of admitted curiosity. They're just saying, I hate this game. I don't really understand it. Like it's like I get some piece of food and I'm like, this is awful. And I paid for it with my own money and I hate it. And I'm just going to eat all of it. And it's so terrible. It's so terrible. It's like, all I can think is then stop eating it. Like, I don't understand. And there's this logical, like, then I pirated it. Okay. The food is so bad. And that's why I snuck into the back of the restaurant and I stole it. And I'm eating all the food because it's so bad. And I enjoy that, but that's why I do it. I don't understand the like attention for attention's sake. Like the people who like are the pranksters that are like, I went up and waved a gun in this person's face. Look at how scared they are. Like, I don't get those people either. And so this is the exact same. Like, I don't like what, let's do this 200 times and then think about where that puts us. Does that move you in some direction you want to be? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
It's hard because
I don't
also
understand
like
hate playing a game.
Yeah. Each individual, you know, can only answer really that question for themselves, because it's like, well, what's your end game here? What's your goal? I think a part of it is that I like that, you know, because I've seen Vera make that case. I like over on Twitter or on something else, not on the side scrollers. That's where I didn't see it, but it was talking about like, no, I'm going to play these for review, just like a Skill said with Skill Up. And then yes, you already know that Vera has like a bias, etc. But there is a level of that. Like if I'm putting out something for a review, like to have, you know, that conversation around this game and really try to analyze it. Yeah, that's no issue. I think that's where it's like, for me, I'm like, I was never upset by Dragon Age.